How it's made. Luxury sports cars. Luxury sports cars have always got a special space in the heart of car lovers. These cars are packed with powerful engines, premium designs, and innovative tech that give you safe and memorable road trips. If you have ever seen a luxury sports car on the road, or if it sits in your garage, you must have wondered, how is a luxury sports car made? After all, there has to be something that makes these cars stand out from the normal premium cars that we see on the road, right? Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel How It's Made. Before jumping into the video, if you're new here, please consider subscribing to our channel. Also, hit that bell icon on to get a notification whenever we upload a new video. With that said, let's begin. An overview of luxury sports cars. Sports cars were first invented in the early 1900s in Europe and started getting popular in 1920 after World War I. Again, soon after the Second World War, the market of sports cars boomed. Initially, sports cars were designed with the intention of giving performance over carrying capacity, and that is why most sports cars have a two-seat layout. The manufacturing process and design of these cars emphasize giving a dynamic performance. In short, you can consider a sports car as a car that offers the thrill of driving or excitement of speed and glamour on the track. Coming to the current century, the sports car industry has rapidly progressed. With the advancement of technology, everything including the parts, interiors, engine and the experience of driving a sports car has gone to the next level. That means what we now see on the roads are not only sports cars made for speed and thrill, but luxury and safety. Many companies, including Audi, BMW, Lexus, Porsche, Jaguar, Ferrari, are now manufacturing luxurious sports cars that are powerful, fast and have lavish interiors. The making of luxury sports cars. Most people love luxury sports cars for the exceptional skills and materials that go into making these cars. Unlike normal luxury cars, sports cars are a result of expert craftsmanship and a passion for racing. Besides, innovative technology and powerful engines add up to their efficiency. Many times, we see luxury sports cars in front of our eyes and wonder about their manufacturing process. Honestly, the ultimate product we see is the result of the efforts put in by skilled technicians and robots. Let's look into the manufacturing process of the world's best luxury sports cars from scratch. Step 1. Gathering raw materials. The most essential part before beginning with the building of any car is curating the raw materials. In the case of sports cars, the aim is to use high quality material that is lightweight. That's because these cars are designed to reach high speeds. Most car manufacturers choose their materials keeping in mind the safety of their customers. Step 2. Assembling the chassis to body. The stunning exterior of sports cars never fails to attract the attention of the people around. However, below this exterior lies the main parts of the car, the chassis and the powertrain that provide outstanding performance. The lightweight and rigid aluminium frame provides crush zones to ensure safety in the case of an accident. A team of highly skilled technicians carries out the welding process. Afterward, robots transport the body panels of the car that are later fitted onto the chassis. Once the framing process is done, the technicians use a pneumatic hoist to place and attach the exterior panels and doors. Door panel cutouts reduce the car's weight and ensure a degree of structural integrity. A technician then fastens the engine and gearbox to the chassis using a crane. Robots then transport the completed powertrain to the assembly line. Here, the automatic crane smoothly lowers the car body onto the chassis that carries the gearbox and engine. This step is called marriage, as the car body and chassis are now combined. Now, a worker installs the wheels of the car using a hydraulic lifting system. Painting the body. Now the car is coated in a compound that fluoresces under a special lighting system to detect the tiny imperfections left out. The detected flaws are then fixed by hand. To prevent the car from corrosion, a robot galvanizes the entire body. This body is then passed through a device that brushes off all the dust using ostrich feather brushes. Then comes the painting part. The car body is taken to the paint room. Here, robots spray an even coat of paint on the car's body to give it a smooth look. Once the paint dries, the robots apply multiple coats of paint. Later, the body undergoes precise waxing by hand to get rid of any blemishes. Installing the dashboard. Then comes the turn of installing the dashboard components. The technicians test all the dashboard parts, including the analog and digital displays. A master computer that runs the electronics and information systems is connected to these components. Once the testing is done, the technicians fit the completed dashboard into the car. Installing the steering wheel. The next step is to install and test the steering wheel. For this, a technician uses a special assembly jig to position and tighten the steering wheel onto the car. The worker then lowers the trunk cover and hardtop into the appropriate place. Finally, a worker double checks the installation of the hydraulic mechanism of the vehicle. Check for water leakage. At this stage, the car is checked for water leakages. The car is placed in a room and water is sprayed from all directions, from all four sides, the top and bottom. This process simulates extremely wet conditions. The doors are then manually checked for water ingression. Again, a worker sits inside the car and checks for water ingression inside the car. If there is no water leakage, the car is sent for the final check. Testing before delivering. Automobile parts might sometimes fail to work correctly due to manufacturing errors. Therefore, it is vital to check the functionality of the entire car before delivering it to the customer. So, once the manufacturing process of any sports car is completed, a stringent quality check is done to ensure there are no flaws in the car. The entire car, including the exterior, interior, doors, lights, dashboard, engine, car functionalities, is checked by an actual human. Here, the car is also checked for suspension. The car is connected to a suspension simulator. A worker sits in the car and turns on the simulator. This is the final part of the testing. After the car passes the quality check, it is delivered to the customer. A closer look into the making of a luxury sports car, the Bugatti Veyron. Having talked about the general process of building a luxury sports car, it is now time to dive a little deeper into making a particular car. In this section, we will cover the manufacturing process of the Bugatti Veyron. The Bugatti Veyron is a limited edition sports car by Bugatti launched in 2005. It is a mid-engine sports car with a top speed of 407 km per hour and only 450 units of the car are available in the market. This deluxe car is assembled at individual stations and not in a typical assembly line. A technician connects the transmissions to the engine using bolts and a ratchet at the first station. Then the mechanical components of the car's rear section are assembled. The technicians push the rear end through a track to connect it with the front end. The track is on the floor and covered with metal plates that open and close around the trolley feet while moving. Both the front and back ends are connected with only 14 titanium bolts using handheld ratchets. At the rolling test station, an expert tests each component of the Bugatti Veyron. This includes the components attached to the rear wing assembly. The car is tested at high speeds because that's when the rear wing extends and applies a massive downward force to keep the car firmly on the ground. Also, when the driver applies brakes at such a speed, it flips to a vertical position by adding the braking power to the car's powerful ceramic discs. Here, the mechanical part of the Bugatti Veyron's assembly is complete. Now comes the crafty part of the Bugatti Veyron, that is to style its exterior. At this moment, technicians wear white gloves to ensure that fingerprints or scratches do not harm the surface. Each component of the Bugatti Veyron, including the doors and roofs, are installed with extreme care and precision. The sports car is then sent for painting and polishing. A specialist ensures that the car is polished to give it a shining perfection. Every inch of the surface is thoroughly checked to ensure that it is entirely flawless. Finally, the car is sent for its final inspection to the last station. Here, the car is inspected for 2 days. An expert tests all the parts of the Bugatti, including its interior, exterior, and functionalities. After checking the entire car, it is then marked ready for delivery. And that's it, guys. Hopefully after watching this video you understand how luxury sports cars are crafted from steel plates and raw materials. Let us know which luxury sports car is your favorite in the comment section below. Also, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more informative videos. Goodbye, and we'll see you in the next video.